So most of you have tuned into this channel because you want to know the best way to build your junk removal business, or the best way to take your junk removal business or hauling and moving business to the next level. And the best way is not always the most logical way. So for me, I'll just give you some of my things that have worked and things that didn't work. So number one thing that works in junk removal business that's separate from everything else is the point of using flyers, and when you should be using flyers and how do you utilize flyers. So the best practice slash the most logical practice for using flyers is that you want to be, and I've said this in a couple other videos, you want to be very strategic in how you go about putting out your flyers. As opposed to like a landscaping business or a janitorial service, you can actually go door to door with those companies, like homes, residential, and put flyers door to door. With a junk removal business, moving and hauling business, you also want to do that, go door to door and put your flyers on residents' homes. But you also want to target apartment complexes and getting in these apartment complexes. And if you have to leave them on the door, leave them on the door. If you have to leave them in the car, the windshield, whatever. Some you can even, you're gonna push a button here, but you can leave them on top of the mailboxes. Obviously, you can't get in the mailboxes, but you can leave them like in the corridor area there where the mailboxes are. And those are like the most logical ways to do that. Why do I say that? Because a lot of people in apartment complexes, if you notice, what they do is that they are moving on their own. They're not really moving through a company. Also, a lot of junk removal is good in apartment complexes to put your flyers, because the apartment complex sometimes they will contract out that fee, whatever a customer may leave behind or potential resident left behind. They'll contact the junk removal company to come get everything out. Or if they have to, quote unquote, repair the carpet or repair the flooring, whatever, they sometimes will just throw that stuff in their dumpster when they're willing to pay a junk removal company to come in and move the leftover flooring or whatever they had to repair in the apartment. So that's another one way to get customers, and it's actually logical. You don't want to just put flyers in the neighborhood. Research the neighborhood. Go in there, maybe like a couple of days or a day before you pass out flyers. Walk into the homeowners association office, give them your flyer and ask them, is it okay? You want to check for no soliciting signs. And again, these are the most logical ways. This is going to get you immediate response fast. And the flyers, you have to be very strategic about it. You don't want to just put the flyer on the door and walk away, which that helps. Some people don't like to do the door to door, but when you're like in a time crunch and your back's against the wall, this is what you have to do. I've done it and I've been there. You just have to be willing to accept the rejection of no. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that, but you are. That's why you're on this channel, to figure this out. So logical. You think best sometimes, but you want to think logical too. When I say think logical, you want to make sure that you can solicit in the area, because if someone sees your flyer, and you're not supposed to be putting flyers in the neighborhood, which I will tell you, here in Florida, a lot of neighborhoods don't allow flyers, but you have to be strategic about it. Don't put them on the mailboxes. If you're going to put them on the doors, be careful about it. You skip every other house, or you leave them in a common area like a park or something like that in the neighborhood. But the logical way is that way. Put them out. Go to apartment complexes, storage units, like I said, with your flyers. And when they're getting started, you want to do this. I would say the logical thing to do is, if you're not working a job on a particular day, then you should be out marketing with your flyers. And as always, wherever you're going to put flyers at, make sure you have business cards just in case you bump into someone. Another way to logically get customers, and this is fairly easy with everything going towards like the internet now, and everything's going more digital. Craigslist, and you should have a Facebook page. You should always have a Facebook page that people can like and comment, because you will offer deals on your Facebook page. So if someone, and I borrowed this from a company, if someone likes your Facebook page, for every like, you may give them $10 off or $20 off the service you're going to offer. So keep that in mind also. So two with things. The best way is always sometimes not the right way. So you want to go to the logical way. Research the area. Can you solicit here? Is it okay? What can you do in an apartment complex? What can you do with the homeowners association? And if it's something commercial, who do you need to contact to get, and who can you leave the flyers with? So check that out. And then the second thing is be very digital. Have a Facebook page. Create offers on your Facebook page, and as well as Craigslist. Have a good day.